Hello, everybody. Everybody who's here. 3 people so far. Hello.
Hello.
Night going. Welcome to our live stream. 4 people. Hello. Just sitting here waiting for questions to answer, because that helps. But how is everybody tonight? So far, I mean, I don't know. This week we didn't do a whole lot.
No, not a lot to do during the winter time.
No, we just finished dinner. We made the egg rolls again. And Belfry Bat says, hello from chilly 53-degree northern Arizona.
Yeah.
Hello from 25 degrees, feels like 17 degrees, northern Michigan. So to us, it would be warm. That 53 would be warm. Hello, Katrina. Says, good, just getting some overtime at work.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Especially if you get paid time and a half.
Hello, Katie Wood.
Where you get it.
Yeah. So how is everybody tonight? We just finished dinner. We're just relaxing.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on here.
No.
I gotta bring in a couple armloads of firewood later on, but
yeah, you do that every night before bed.
Yep. Every night before bed.
Yeah. Hello, Punk Skunk. I'm glad you're doing good. Katrina says, yeah, I get time and a half, so figured I would get it while I can.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good kind of job. All the jobs I worked before would yell at you if you got overtime and told you weren't allowed. If you got it, they had to pay you for it, but they were mad at you. So I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
Susan Moss says 28 warm degrees in southwest Michigan. Yeah, it's what did I say it was? It's 25 up here. Hello, Green Acres. How are you? Pushes back. There, that's better. There. Got to get us both in the picture.
Nah. Okay.
Today it was sunny, though, which is rare for here. I guess it wasn't in Traverse City because Joe Charlevoix, the weather guy, was complaining that it wasn't sunny. Katrina says, we are swamped right now. I examined Texas properties, so we are super busy right now. Yeah, I can imagine. So my mom had her second chemo appointment yesterday at the Alpena Hospital. And she said it went fine and she's doing good afterward, so that's good. I just talked to her on the phone an hour ago. She's doing all right. So that's good news so far.
Yeah.
Yep. So do you have any plans for the week?
Not really.
No. Not a lot goes on in the winter, for sure. Not when you're not crazy about snowmobiles and skis and stuff. So I found out yesterday or early this morning, that the Onaway Dairy Queen is no longer a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you, Katie Wood. Yep, thank you too, Punk Skunk. She needs all the positivity she can get, but she is really strong about it, so she's not all upset or anything. She's just taking it one day at a time. But yeah, the Onaway Dairy Queen, I found out this morning, is no longer a Dairy Queen because they wanted her to stop serving food. So she cut her ties with Dairy Queen, and now she's calling it something other dairy with a sign of her own. So good luck on that. Hopefully she doesn't just hurry up and go out of business without any of Dairy Queen's products to serve. Yes, thank you too, Katrina. Belfry Bats, you guys should construct an amazing snow sculpture and make a time-lapse video of the process. Maybe. We don't really have snowsuits or anything. But so it might be pretty cold and wet.
Yeah.
Well, we could try.
Yeah, we got plenty of snow. It's free to anybody that wants it.
Yeah.
U-Haul.
Yeah, good luck on keeping it frozen when they leave the area. They'll end up with a truckload full of water. But yeah, I don't know where I saw that post this morning when I first woke up about the former Onaway Dairy Queen. But I think that's weird because it's always been Dairy Queen since before I was born. So Onaway lost another business. Even though she's going to try to run an ice cream shop on her own, it's not the same. Hopefully she makes it and all, but it's going to be really different. I forgot what her name was, so now I can't find it, but it was Dairy Mart or something she was going to call it. She's already got a different sign on the front of the building. So that's pretty weird. But that's how it goes.
Yep.
Especially for such a tiny area and such a barren area. You want any more water?
Not right at the moment.
So we've been watching We Are All Dead on Netflix. It's a Korean thing and it's dubbed, but that's okay because they do a lot better job with dubbing foreign movies now than they used to. They used to look and sound ridiculous. But that's a really good show with a really good storyline. I think we're almost done with season 1, and that's all there is so far. But it's about zombies, so that's right up Don's alley.
Yeah.
Do you like that show?
It's different.
Only because it's dubbed, right?
More along the lines, yeah.
Belfry Bat says, have you eaten a dilly bar? Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah.
What about drinking a Mr. Misty? No, I haven't heard of that. Hello, Hannah Rowe and D. Thomas. But I haven't had a dilly bar since I was a little kid, and it was from the Onaway discount. Not Onaway Dairy Queen. There used to be something called Onaway discount, but that's long gone. But I remember they were really good. But now if you want Dairy Queen, you have to go to Sheboygan or Gaylord or Alpena. I don't know if there's one in Petoskey. Another thing, and that's a long drive again. Belfry Bat says Mr. Misty is the Dairy Queen version of a slush or Slurpee. So no, I haven't. I always got the ice cream. D. Thomas, what's your favorite jelly bar flavor? That would be the chocolate one. I know there was a red one that I had once, but I like chocolate. Hannah Rowe, best dipping sauce for chicken tenders, either barbecue or sweet and sour. What do you think? Maybe ranch.
Ranch is a good one. Sweet and sour is another good one.
Yep. Punk Skunk says the Mr. Misties would give you a head freeze. Yeah, I believe that. Hannah Rowe, ranch is king, and D. Thomas says gravy is the best sauce. Well, good for you and your gravy. But I don't dip chicken tenders in gravy. Katrina says McD's hot mustard. Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Yeah, mustard's really good.
Yeah. And I like that zesty sauce from Burger King. But I mainly use that for onion rings. Smokey, get down. Speaking of that kind of thing, we had to look all over the place for sweet and sour sauce for a week because I guess there's a shortage. We finally found some, so we bought 4 bottles so we don't have to worry about it for a long time. Katie Wood likes honey.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I tried eating honey as a kid, and I didn't think it was good. But I know people's in it. But just straight honey, I didn't like that as a kid.
I've always liked honey, so.
Yeah. Hannah Rose says honey on biscuits is so good. And Punk Skunk says KFC has the plant-based chicken nuggets now, good with the honey mustard sauce. I've heard a lot of bad things about those though. Like they don't taste good. They are fried right in the chicken grease with the rest of the chicken. They look like deep fried erasers. So I don't really think I want to try those. D. Thomas says, what kind of dipping sauce does a chicken strip basket at Dairy Queen come with? Probably whatever you want. I'm sure there's more of an option than just one thing. And that's not the kind of Dairy Queen we have in Onaway anyway. We have the ice cream only one. And she was serving chili dogs of her own, and apparently Dairy Queen told her she wasn't allowed to, so she dumped Dairy Queen. But the only one that is like that with chicken tenders and stuff around here is in Gaylord. So it's a drive to one of those. They call them Dairy Queen Grill, the ones with a full food menu and places to sit down. What's the matter? Are you tired?
A little bit.
Punk Skunk. The fake nuggets are not the greatest, but they're okay. Yeah, I suppose, but For actual vegetarians and vegans, it's not good though because they throw them right in with the chicken grease, and it's not just a rumor either. They said so themselves. So that's not right.
No.
And I found out that this plant-based meat that the fast food places have has more calories in it than the regular stuff. So why bother with either of them? That true, that's not a good thing. Yeah, not at all. And KFC themselves admitted it. So they don't have a dedicated fryer for those.
And they should.
Yeah. Hannah Rose says, I'm so glad you decided to keep making videos. I got scared about that Insta post. My family loves watching you guys. Yeah, we got that taken care of a long time ago. That's fine. Not a problem. Yes, awesome news. Not a problem. Don't worry about it. So what do you have to say?
None really.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot to say this time, but we didn't go live last week, so we decided to do it this week.
Yeah, I don't got nothing to talk about at all. So.
Hannah Rowe, what did you do on your first date? We went to Applebee's. But we actually met in school 20 years earlier than that. But we didn't date back then. Cute. Yeah, I guess so. We haven't been back to Applebee's yet, though. And that was 2014. Should probably go back someday.
Yeah. Probably could someday.
Yeah. I will be going to my mom's on the 20th, probably till the 22nd or 23rd to help her out. And we're going to make the air fryer egg rolls and some peanut butter things. And I'll be filming there, but I won't go live over there. So the 22nd, most likely we won't be going live because I won't be home. So and then we can visit with Toby and Gray Stripe. Hannah Rose says those crab rangoons look delicious. They were, and they were really easy to make. So we still have enough ingredients to make them another time too. So we will. And Susan Moss said they looked good too. Yeah, they are. And if you don't have an air fryer, you can just fry them in oil or bake them in the oven. Because until it gets to the air fryer step, they're no different than regular ones. And no, D. Thomas, nobody's going to try peanut butter ramen. Belfry Bats, what peanut butter brand is your favorite? I don't care. To me, peanut butter is peanut butter. What about you?
It really don't matter.
Yeah, I like almond butter better anyway. But my mom and I are going to be making these peanut butter bar things. And I'll film it and put the recipe in the description of that too. So if anybody wants to make those things, that'll probably be on the night of the 20th or something. Hannah Rowe, I used to like smooth, but now I like crunchy. Well, if you're talking that simple, I like the crunchy. You like the smooth, right?
I've always liked both ways. So
Yeah.
I've always liked both.
But anyway, when it comes to what brand, I don't really care unless it's something really cheap. Sometimes they don't taste good. D. Thomas says, are you watching the Olympics? Nope.
Not really.
We don't like sports. And it was on for a little while on mute while I was talking to my mom, and all these crazy people were skiing as fast as they could down a hill, and it looked silly. Belfry Bat says, Jif is the supreme peanut butter. Every other brand tastes like vomit. I don't know. I don't pay much attention. I don't eat that much peanut butter. I can't. He eats it all.
Yeah. Peanut butter don't last around.
Yeah, he's addicted to peanut butter. Here. I bought him one of those big bulk jars from
this
Walmart.
Was a Skippy brand.
Yeah. Is it gone?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But well, anyway, but it's on its way though.
Yeah, eats it so fast with a spoon right out of the jar. Susan Moss says crunchy all the way, especially on an apple. Yeah, that sounds good. Katrina says Reese's peanut butter is the best. Yes, it is. Absolutely. But I don't think you can just buy that by itself. And Katie Wood says peanut butter toast is so good. Yeah, that is good too.
Yeah.
Peanut butter pretzels, peanut butter sandwich cookies, nutty bars, well, all that peanut butter stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Punk Skunk, how can you wear black and not have any cat hair on your shirts? I can't wear it without solid cat hair. Because it's dryer sheets made for cat hair, and they do work, and it makes it so the cat hair doesn't stick to you. And we bought a great big box, and they smell really good, and they're like, this is one. They're that big.
Yeah, they're big.
They make your clothes smell really good, and the cat hair doesn't stick. I always wear black or close to it. So that's what we use now.
Yeah, that's what we use, and they work pretty good. So.
Yeah, they work really good. It really helps. D. Thomas says, peanut butter marshmallow fluff, anyone? I've always heard of that, but I never tried it. And Hannah says, oh my God, I'll have to try those. I have a big cat hair problem. Yeah, they definitely work.
Yeah, they do make a big difference. They really do.
Katrina says, yeah, you can actually. Used to be at Meijer, and I know for sure you can get it at Hershey's in Pennsylvania. Might be able to get it online too. All right. I'll look for it because, yeah, that's the stuff that's really good. Punk Skunk says, I've looked for that bounce here. Can't find it anywhere. Well, around here, it's at Walmart. It's at Meijer, which you don't have, so forget that. Dollar General has it. I don't know if Family Dollar does. So Walmart is where we got this great big box. Hannah says, do you think the dryer sheets will help keep cat hair out of my mouth? No, unless you eat your dryer sheets. But don't put your cats in your mouth and their hair won't get there. Right?
Yeah.
Susan Moss says, Punk Skunk, I will look for you and send it to you. Yeah, it's definitely at Walmart, and that's the best price. It costs more at Dollar General, and you get a little bitty box. So Walmart's the best place. This box here has 80 of them in there. Somewhere it says that. Yeah, right there. So this box will last a long, long time.
80 loads worth.
Katrina says, I got to stop working for the night. My brain is leaking out of my ears. Yeah. It is pretty late. So I did finish that pin design thing that I showed in my last video. There, Prismacolor colored pencils. I already submitted it. I don't know if they'll use it, but every person that they pick of will get a free pin. I don't know if they'll like mine enough to pick it, but if they don't, that's okay because it was cute. Yes, thank you, Belfry Bats and Susan Moss. I was really careful about it this time because I was trying to, doing it for somebody else. So I was really careful about all the shading and everything. Hannah Rowe, that looks really well done. It looks printed. Well, not if you look real close. The design was printed. They wanted us to color it, but if you look real close, you can see the colored pencil. So, yes, I really actually colored that. D. Thomas, how much snow Yin's got up there?
Not a huge amount. I'd say probably
a foot. Yes, thank you, Hannah. Everybody else submitted theirs in digital, though, so I'm not sure if they can even use something hand printed on a pin or hand colored, hand done. But that's okay. I mean, I could have done it that way because I have Photoshop, but I do a better job when I do it myself by hand. Susan says, I took a mandala drawing and coloring class on Saturday. I thought of you and tried to channel your art. Well, the thing is, I had 4 years of high school art classes. That's where I learned most of it. Then the neighbor taught me a bunch of stuff after I graduated, like painting ceramics and stuff like that. Then I had some college art classes. So it took a long time, and I feel like I still have a whole lot to learn and that there's still a whole lot I can't do. But nobody ever really stops learning. But I actually don't like mandalas. They drive me nuts. All those tiny little pieces, my patience can't take it.
Yeah.
I had one of those mandala coloring books and I gave it away. Belfry Bat says, digital always looks digital, which is cold and impersonal. I prefer analog art. Yeah, me too. I mean, there are some people out there on DeviantArt who can work wonders with Photoshop, but I'm not that good at it at all. I'm much better when I do it myself. So D. Thomas, where do you get your firewood and do you cut it yourself?
Sometimes we go to sawmills, buy bundles of slabs, or we have a semi truck load come in and drop it off.
Yeah, last time it was a semi-truckload in 2020. And Don had to cut it all because it came in long, real long.
8 foot.
Yeah, 8-foot pieces. That won't fit in the wood stove.
But of course, your slab wood comes in long pieces too. So
Susan says it was a class in patience for sure. Mine was not super detailed. Yeah, I have some, like I have some like this, and I printed them. They're in here, but I don't know if I really want to color them. If I could find the one I'm looking for. Yeah, this thing with all those teeny tiny little things that drives me nuts. And then this one. That's a little bit better. But I don't know why they think people want to have 3 million tiny little spaces to color in. And then sometimes people color every spot on it a different color, and then it doesn't make any sense. D. Thomas, does the load last the winter? It's gonna by the time it's said and done, it's gonna be about 2.5 years, right?
Not technically quite 2.5 years, but
2.5, but like 2 winters and part of a little bit for leftover. You said,
yeah, for us, that is going to be like that. But I'm going to say it depends on how much wood you burn for your household. With our heating setup here, we're going to burn about 15 cord a year for our setup. I'm going to say for an average home, you might want about 18 cord a year. So that's going to last you almost 10 pulp cord is going to last you almost 2 years.
Yeah, the whole semi-truck load.
10 pulp cord.
This is our second winter on it.
Yeah. But you can buy it in 20 pulp cord loads too. So, but yeah. I'm going to say figure around about 18 face cord.
Hannah says, I tried one of those adult coloring books and my hand cramped after 10 minutes. Well, I've always done art, so and my hand doesn't cramp because I'm always coloring some, drawing something. They're always doing something. D. Thomas, what temp are you running in the house? Like 95 degrees all the time?
A lot of the times it's like right around 80, 85 a lot of the time. Sometimes
it gets too hot.
Sometimes it gets hotter.
And then we have to open the windows.
Yeah, but 10 pulp cord, for our household usually lasts us 2 winters.
Yeah. Belfry Bat says, I had to take 6 semesters of life drawing, which is drawing naked people in art school. Some of the models were real doozies. Did you take any life drawing classes? No. That would have been illegal in high school. And then Alpena Community College didn't offer any classes like that either. D. Thomas, yeah, keep it hot up in there. No, not too hot. We don't like that. That's when we open the windows and turn the fans on.
Yeah. Kind of hard to damper the wood stove down when it's getting to be too much, even if you got to shut down some days.
Yeah.
But when it comes to figuring out your pulp cord to your face cord, you should be pulling 3 face cord out of every 1 pulp cord. Just in case in case people don't know how that works.
Yeah. There's no thermostat on it, so fire is fire.
Yeah.
If it gets too hot, open the windows. D. Thomas, I keep our place 68. Well, you probably have a furnace, so it's real easy.
Yeah.
We don't have a thermostat, so
no.
We can't pick what temperature we want it at.
No, if you had an outdoor boiler system, then you can control it. But when it's right in your house, you can't control it that good. But just off in wood each year is costing us a little better than $500 for the winter, just off in wood.
Yeah. Yep, that does make sense. That's how it is.
Yep.
But luckily, we don't have one of those little wood stoves that keeps going out all night long. And you have to keep getting up and putting more wood in there.
Yeah. When we change out our wood stove next year, that's gonna kind of be a bummer. We're gonna be going to a smaller wood stove.
Yeah. Hannah says, "Are you working on any other art projects?" Yeah, kind of. Just working on other things I've been coloring. I haven't drawn anything lately, and I haven't painted any ceramics lately, but I will. I always end up doing something. And the acrylic painting stuff, I'm going to be doing another one of those this month for the RFS Dan paint night. It's a fox. So there'll be at least one painting this month. And I'm thinking about trying watercolor. I keep watching videos of people doing it, and it doesn't look too hard. Samantha wants to know if I ever sell art. I have an Etsy shop. The link is in the description. Right now, there's only one ceramic bird in it that I painted. But that's all. Just some ceramics so far, not very many. 4. I've sold 4. 1 gerbil and 3 birds. And that's all. I don't think my drawings or anything like that are sale worthy. Katrina says, "When are your birthdays?" Mine is November 8th and Don's is June 16th. So I'm a Scorpio. I don't. Oh yeah, you're a Gemini, and that's funny because you're a twin.
Yeah.
Hannah says June birthdays are the best. I suppose. Samantha, don't doubt yourself. All art is sellable. Not if nobody wants to buy it. Katrina says, I have so many family and friends with June birthdays. Yeah, my dad was born in June. Hannah Rowe, is your twin also a Gemini? Think about that. Just stop and think about that question. And Katrina says, Bob says hello. Hello, Bob.
Yeah, because let's think about that one question.
Let her figure it out. Samantha says, I'm always looking for art to buy. Well, my Etsy shop link is in the description of every video, but I highly doubt anybody will ever want that last bird because it sure just sits there. I had some other ceramics in there. Nobody wanted it all, and I took them out. Katrina says, my birthday is Friday. Aquarius rules. Well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah. Samantha says, show it on your lives. You could probably sell some art. Just that bird. Hannah Rowe, I love pineapple upside down cake on my birthday. And Katie says, my birthday is Monday. Team Aquarius. Happy birthday, Katrina. And yes, happy birthday, Katie. Here's the bird. It's the last one left. I sold 3 others that I painted different. Nobody seems to want this thing. It's a painted bunting. So, whatever. I mean, I'll leave it in there. Maybe someday it'll sell. Maybe it won't, but oh well. Samantha, who do you want to win the Super Bowl? I don't care. I don't like sports. Don doesn't like sports. We don't like sports. It doesn't matter who wins. We don't even know who's playing.
Yeah, I've never been much into watching sports on TV and stuff.
Samantha says that's beautiful, and D. Thomas says I will buy it. Well, like I said, there's a link to the Etsy shop in the description if you decide that you really actually want to do that. I mean, I'd be thankful, but I don't know. That's up to whoever. That's up to whoever decides they want to buy that thing. It's heavy too.
Yeah.
Like a rock. Not hollow.
Yeah, it's not hollow or nothing. It's
Make a good paperweight. D. Thomas, please don't use the Onaway post office. Well, it could be sent out from the Sheboygan one. That's not that far away. Belfry Bats. I thought Don played football in high school.
Yeah, I did. I played football in high school. I did wrestling and stuff. I just don't like watching it on TV.
Yeah.
I did wrestling, football, and all that. I didn't do baseball.
Samantha says, so no sports. Are you guys watching the Olympics? Nope.
Nope.
It's just not my thing. Never has been. Like when the Super Bowl's on, when I used to have cable, I'd watch the Puppy Bowl instead.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'd rather watch a bunch of puppies running around with a kitten halftime show.
Not me.
What, you don't like watching the puppies and stuff?
Nah. I'm going to probably watch a good movie or something.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a slow day today.
Yeah, I just finished that pin design and made egg rolls. And Don went and paid the property taxes, and that's about all we did. Oh. Oh, you actually did. Well, thank you. We'll mail it out tomorrow. But yeah, thank you very much. That definitely helps. Now I'll have room to put other things in there. I was thinking about putting those little tiny paintings in there with easels. Samantha says they ski for like 5 minutes, then pull out a gun and shoot targets. Weird sport. AT says we can't watch the Puppy Bowl. Our dog watches TV and freaks out whenever he sees a dog on TV. That'd be funny. And yes, not Onaway. We won't mail it from Onaway. AT, wow, I thought D. Thomas was a troll, LOL. Who knows? But yes, thank you. Because I want to put little paintings in there, and I didn't want that bird there forever and ever. No, don't want water. Hannah Rowe, you weren't supposed to share cups during COVID. We're married and we live in the same house and we know we don't have COVID. So look. There. D. Thomas, my students will love the bird. Well, again, thank you. Hopefully they do. AT, I did a steak and apple pie tonight. Tasty. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. Hannah says, what is that? Beer and steak and a pie? Yeah, I don't know. They'll have to explain that. Yeah, kind of like a pasty in a pie form. You use the beer as braising liquid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Haven't had a pasty since I was a kid.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a pasty, but I've cooked with beer before.
Yeah. Hannah says, I've never braised anything in my life. Sounds scary. Samantha says, I would love some art, seriously. Well, just keep an eye on my shop. When I put more in there, it'll be there. Belfry Bats says, do you like eating cheese curds? Yeah, they're really good, especially when they're really fresh. Around here, Pinconning is the place to go to get good cheese like that.
Yeah.
They used to make cheese right in Onaway at the Onaway Cheese Factory when I was a kid, but that's been long out of business.
Oh, yeah.
Punk Skunk, what about string cheese? That's good too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, cheese is good no matter what, except blue cheese. Gross.
Blue cheese and head cheese.
Yeah. I don't think head cheese is actually cheese. I looked it up and said it's not actually cheese. It's like brains and stuff.
Yeah, from my understanding, is like everything boiled off in the skull.
Yeah, that's nasty.
At least that's my understanding of it.
I used to see that in the grocery store when I was a kid. Now you don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
She wants to know if you like making art or you have any other hobbies.
I don't do art. Never have.
Actually, I don't. It all it says is AT. Don't know if it's a she or a he, but they want to know.
Yeah. I don't do art. Just more along the lines, just let's go hunting, fishing, work on my own vehicles, things like that.
Katrina says Bob likes head cheese. So gross. Ugh. I wouldn't even want to try it. I won't. That's like my dad used to eat something called chopped beef. And what it was raw hamburger with spices mixed in it that he would put on a cracker. Raw. Yuck. And he bought it from Pless Market in Roger City. It was an actual product. Raw hamburger.
Good stuff.
What, you've had it?
I always ate it raw right off from the table, and my mom was breaking it down, packaging it up.
Yuck.
I'd reach over, grab a great big old hunk of raw meat right off the table and eat it.
Punk Skunk wants to know if you do whittling or wood carving.
I've done some wood carving, and I've done some woodlay work.
And Katrina loves blue cheese. I can't even smell it. When I worked at the Iroquois Hotel and the Carriage House restaurant for the 1995 season, we had to make all these salads, and some of them got blue cheese. I couldn't even stand to smell that stuff. It's like they let it get all moldy, and they're like, "Here, eat it."
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Mold is good for you.
Yuck. D. Thomas wants to know if you got the snowblower running. And Hannah says, what a neat job. I bet you have some cool stories.
No,
Katrina says it's good for your gut. I'll just take probiotics.
I haven't run down the snowblower.
Yeah, no, it's still beside the shed.
Yep.
I haven't even put the belt back on it yet.
Yeah, I haven't even shoveled out the driveway this year.
Yeah.
I haven't had enough snow to even try to clean out the driveway. I just walk right in and walk right out with that trailblazer. So
yeah, the snow's not very deep in the driveway.
No. The vehicle has no problems getting in and out. I haven't even tried cleaning the driveway this year.
Yep.
For a little stuff we got, it'd be a waste of time even doing it.
But you should get it. You should fix it next year, though.
Yeah.
Samantha says, y'all been to Columbus, Ohio before? No. I mean, we used to travel down south a lot. We probably went past it, but when I was growing up, but we didn't stop there for anything. We're usually on our way to Tennessee or Kentucky or Florida.
Yeah. I mean, I've just cut through Ohio. I've never stopped off anywhere.
So what? The whole group of you is from Columbus? At least two of you. Yes. Okay, well, you must all be friends then. Hannah says, I'm from outside Detroit. Yeah. So if you're from Detroit, you probably saw all those semi trucks picketing today at the bridge this morning. AT Toledo in the house. Okay. And I didn't mean you are all from Ohio, but that's at least two of you who are. Go Mud Hens. Yeah. But yeah, not a whole lot goes on around here. Detroit
No.
has the best chili dogs. Coney dogs. Coney Island dogs, they call them down there.
Yeah.
Samantha loves our videos. Well, thank you.
Yeah, they do got some good food down around certain areas of Detroit, that's for sure.
Robin Wagner says the backup of semi trucks all went up to the Blue Water Bridge. I saw a news article saying they tried to do it at the International. No, the International Bridge is up here. The Ambassador Bridge. Belfry Betts says, have you ever been to Rock River Canyon Wilderness Park in Alger County, Michigan, which has the Eben Ice Caves? Not that I know of. Sounds interesting, though. I'll have to look it up. Samantha, I like how you make tater tots. All I do is put them in the air fryer. So it's not like I'm making homemade tater tots on my own.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. They probably wouldn't be tater tots. They'd be a pile of hash browns. I don't know how
Most
you hold them
likely.
together. Samantha says, how many states have y'all visited? I don't know. I'd have to look at the map and count them all out.
Yeah, same here.
Robin says the Ambassador Bridge is closed at this point because the truckers on the Canadian side had it blocked with traffic on their side. All right, then. Samantha says, never made tots in the air fryer. I'll note that. Yeah, they come out crispier and they're not all greasy. They're better that way.
Yeah, they come out really good that way.
Yeah.
Another thing that's going to be nice about the air fryer is that during the summer months, you don't have to fire up the big hot oven.
Yeah. What kind of music do you guys like? pretty much anything except rap, country, and polka. Same for you?
Pretty much.
Good night, AT. And Robin says, I got one for Christmas, just beginning to learn how to not overcook everything. Well, there are air fryer groups you can get. You can join on Facebook that help a lot. And there's a chart that you can print off the internet with the times and temperatures for all the different things.
Yeah, but I've noticed with our air fryer that certain things
Yeah, but
you
ours
might
is
have
different.
to. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying with ours, I know there's certain things that you kind of have to figure out some of that a little bit on your own.
Yeah. Belfry Bat says, what was the worst job each of you ever had? 6 years at McDonald's. Hands down, absolutely. What about you? The worst job you ever had?
Worst job I ever had? Oh, I've got two of those. The landfill and cleaning out septic tanks.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah.
But Robin says, I printed that yesterday, LOL. Yeah, we have it printed out on our refrigerator, but I always forget to look at it. But yeah, we have the French oven air fryer that's as big as a microwave, and it does a bunch of different things. And we always have to do different temperatures and times on the recipes because it's not the same as those round little things with the drawer you pull out that so many other people have. So I had to figure that one out. And Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin? I like Led Zeppelin. What do you like? Both? Pink Floyd's all right. I like some of their songs, but Led Zeppelin I like the best. Cracker Barrel or Bob Evans? I've never eaten that either, so I can't say.
Same here.
And then Swiss or cheddar? Cheddar, unless it's for mushroom Swiss burgers. Belfry Bat says, my worst job was working in the art department of the PetSmart corporate offices. Huh. But, I mean, McDonald's, the job itself was fine. But the manager was a jerk. And she was spying. She used one of the little underling managers to spy on everybody's Facebooks. And if they thought that anybody was even vaguely talking about McDonald's, she'd drug you into the office and screamed in your face and threatened to fire you. And that's what I can't understand right now. What's going on with all these people filming at McDonald's behind the counter and putting it on TikTok? It is strictly against corporate McDonald's policy. You sign a paper when you get hired that says you will not film behind the counter, you will not take pictures, and you will not put anything on social media about McDonald's. So what's going on now? Why are these people not getting fired left and right? I don't get it. Why? I can't imagine them changing that policy. But anyway, we like summer better. Management can make or break a job for sure. Yeah, because I worked there from 33 to 39, and I did not appreciate being micromanaged like I was 16 years old. I knew how to do my job. I always did it without being asked, yet the head manager especially would peek at me and spy on me all the time to make sure I was working. I hated that. And as for wrestling, yuck on all of that. I don't like wrestling. And Katrina says, I had the best time working there when I was young. What, McDonald's? But what about if the restaurant isn't corporate owned? We had private owners. We had, the one I worked at was a private owner, but she had to obey and follow corporate policies or she would get shut down. And a guy came every year to do a great big long, like 12-hour long rating thing where we had to clean and clean and clean forever. They come and check and make sure you are following McDonald's rules and policies, whether it's private or not. So this is a corporate policy, and they do have to follow corporate policies even if they're private. So that doesn't matter. If they don't follow corporate policies, McDonald's shuts them down because they don't want their image tainted. Katrina, McDee's, I was there for 8 years. I was a crew trainer. Yeah, I was a trainer for a while too. But
I tried to work at McDonald's and Burger King. Just was never my kind of thing.
D. Thomas says, good night. Thank you for the bird and your time. You're welcome, and thank you very much for buying that. We do appreciate it. Hannah says, I worked at a Taco Bell at the drive-thru counter for a little bit. Friday nights were wild. Yeah, I can about imagine. But 6 years of fast food was enough. No more of that insanity. Especially since at lunch rush, we'd all be back there working our asses off and everything was fine. We weren't behind or anything. And there would always be one of those little teenage managers standing up at the front going, go, 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 go. You just want to punch him in the face. Shut up and let us work. Samantha says favorite movies. Oh, a ton of things. National Lampoon's Vacation, Christmas Vacation, Caddyshack, the Hangover movies, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, gee, I could go on forever and ever.
Oh, same here.
Yeah. I like comedies mostly, but not only comedies. Katrina says, did you get to the point where you were making up different sandwiches because you were tired of the same thing? What, at McDonald's?
Probably.
No. Not to give to the customers. I figured out how to make, for myself on my lunch breaks, a grilled McChicken sandwich. But now they don't have grilled chicken or salad anymore or anything, so I couldn't do that anymore even if I wanted to. Belfry Bat says, I grew up in Kalamazoo, and a private owner painted the McDonald's lavender and black. The corporate people went nuts, and it was back to yellow and red right away. I like the lavender McDonald's. And yeah, see, that's what I mean. It doesn't matter if there's a private owner. That private owner has to obey what McDonald's says, or they don't get to keep their restaurant. I was told that by the owner of the one I was working for. So they have to follow the same rules as the corporate run stores. So I just don't understand how all of a sudden everybody's allowed to film behind the counter and put it on TikTok without getting in trouble. It doesn't make sense. Katrina says, no LOL at McD's for lunch breaks. I would make omelets. When I first started working there, we had a manager who would make mocha frappes, but she'd blend bananas in with it. Back when they used to have bananas. And those were really good, and she'd give us all one for free. But then the head manager found out, and that was the end of that. Samantha says report them. I have no idea what McDonald's these people are at on TikTok. There's thousands of them now. So there's no way they can be reported. But their friends have seen those TikToks and told the manager, because that's what happens. That's what happened to me. Because when I first started my channel, you can still find it. One of my first videos, I filmed myself cleaning the grill after close, and I sped it up real fast and put music on it. Well, one of the people I was working with saw the video, hurried up and ran to the head manager, and the head manager dragged me into the office and screamed and hollered at me that it was against the rules, and I knew it, and I signed the paper, and it's against policy and all that crap. So apparently for some strange reason, they've changed their policy. They were so worried about their secrets getting given away, but now I guess it's fine, because there are people on there showing how the food's made, showing what it's made out of, showing everything. But yet they're still working there, so whatever. I mean, some of the TikToks even make the news. Now, you know damn well the head manager is not going to miss that. So I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Katrina says we would mix the chocolate shakes with the shamrock shakes, and our owner would go nuts yelling about the yield and how it would mess up the inventory. That doesn't make any sense either, because we actually had customers ordering them that way, and we didn't tell them no. So yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. Katrina says we did too. I didn't tell them no. Yeah, if we would have told them no, then we would have would have gotten written up for that too. You have to give the customer whatever they want. Anyway, Katrina, customer's always right. Yeah, even if they're screaming and hollering and throwing things and punching the people in the face over the counter, which I've seen videos of them doing that, the customer's still right.
Yeah, customer's right when I'm planting my foot in their back door.
Yeah.
Trust me, I don't make a very good worker for dealing with the public.
Yeah, me either. I lose my patience. And when they are calling me a bunch of names and stuff, they're most likely going to get it back, because after a while I can't take it anymore and I just give them what they give me. That's why I'm not good for customer service, even though I've done plenty of it. Katrina says, I have so many stories I could write a fucking book. Yeah, me too. Including the guy who came in one night. I was working front counter and it was dark and slow. He came in through the door, looked around back and forth, and then he headed to the bathroom. Well, I didn't think anything of it. Then when it was time to clean the bathrooms, he had gone in there and shit everywhere, all over the toilet, all over the floor, shitty footprints to the sink, shit in the sink, and then I found his shitty underwear in the garbage can. It's like, gee, thanks a lot. Thanks for picking this place to shit your pants. That one I'll never forget.
Don't come any worse. When I worked at a Lower State Park, somebody sprayed shit all over the damn walls.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that was pretty gross. We had to take power washer to clean the bathroom.
Yeah. And then when I worked at the gas station in Indian River, the Blarney Castle across from Shell, almost every night I would find footprints on the counter in the men's bathroom. Well, we finally figured out people were taking drugs and putting them in the ceiling tiles, and then somebody would come later and jump up there and get it. So that's just lovely. Katrina says, I had a dude throw a shake at me in drive-thru, but it backfired because I shut the window just in time. That's good. Punk Skunk. Workers shouldn't have to deal with bad customers. No, they are not always right. Well, I know, but try telling your management that. Especially at McDonald's. Because every time some customer would come and say I did something I didn't do, I got written up because, oh, no, the customer's always right. You can't possibly be telling me the truth. Sign your right up. That's why I didn't want to stay there for the rest of my life. Katrina says, laughing my ass off. I remember shitty bathrooms. Yeah.
Yes.
Robin Wagner. Oh my God, I would have quit right then. I couldn't though, because that was my rent and bill money. So I couldn't just quit.
Yeah, dealing with shitty bathrooms is not a fun thing to deal with.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, it makes you think, I mean, do these people go and shit all over their toilets at home and all over the wall and all over the sink and all over the floor and leave shitty footprints all over? Is that what their bathroom looks like?
Well, all I know is that whoever did this at Lower State Park, the bathroom was in there. This was somebody intentionally smearing it all over the walls.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Robin Wagner, I understand, but ugh, how shitty. Yeah. So I had to spend the rest of, at least an hour. But I had to wait on customers and give out food and stuff too at the same time. In there trying to clean up shit. Yes, I washed my hands in between. I didn't have shit on my hands, but I kept getting interrupted by the customers. So it took a couple hours, an hour or two, whatever, to get all his mess cleaned up. And no, the manager wouldn't help or anything. So yay.
Yeah.
Belfry Bat says, throwing the drinks into the drive-thru window is called fire in the hole. There are many YouTube videos of it. Yeah,
I believe it.
That was like when I was still working at McDonald's, that stupid ice cream cone prank where kids would ask for an ice cream cone and somebody would be filming in the passenger seat and then they would do something weird like smash the cone all over themselves or something. And it happened to me once, and it was a guy driving and then this girl filming, and I gave it to him and then he got the sheepish look on his face and went and then they drove away with all the ice cream coming out of his fingers. It's like, oh, wow, you really impressed me. And our manager told us that when the ice cream cone people showed up, just close the window and turn your back on them. Don't give them any reaction at all because that's the only way to make them stop. That was her thinking on it. But I know they don't do that one anymore because I haven't found that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Punk Skunk. I worked at Parks and Rec and had to clean many a shitty public bathroom. Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, it is.
I just don't understand why some people turn into complete animals when they're out in the public. Like I said, are they doing that to their own bathroom? I doubt it. Samantha, I'm so sorry you had to clean up all that shit. Well, don't be too sorry because that was 2009 when I first started working there. It's long over with. It's not something I'll ever forget, but it's not ruining my life now. It's long over with.
You're cleaning up someone else's shit as you're going, bleh, bleh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Katrina says, we had an old woman who would order boxes of cookies, and it was when they were in boxes. And the only ones she would accept were the ones with Birdie on them. She said Ronald McDonald was the devil and Grimace was a monster. Oh, yeah. Kind of sounds like my aunt. I have an aunt who's like that, saying that she sees demons all over the place. I don't know what that's about. Samantha says, one time I was a drunk teenager and peed all over a Taco Bell bathroom. That was super embarrassing. Yeah, you must have been pretty drunk to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Just don't never piss in the wind. Don't do it.
Or piss on an electric fence.
Yeah. Or piss on an electric fence.
Does that really actually work?
Does that really actually work?
Yeah. Does anything really actually happen when you piss on an electric fence?
Does a dog take a shit?
Why? Have you tried it?
Does a dog take a shit?
Okay, then.
Yeah. It feels awesome going to piss on an electric fence, see what happens, you know.
Samantha says, I feel so bad about that. Well, if you're a teenager and you're not a teenager now, I wouldn't worry about it anymore. Yeah, I guess we could probably wrap it up because there's really nothing going on tonight. And Katrina says, we had a dude that would come through drive-thru all sweaty and his car seats were covered with paper towels, rolls and rolls of them, and wadded up ones all over. It was disturbing. That's gross. Unless he had some kind of weird sweating disorder. Yuck.
That definitely was gross.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap this up because there isn't a whole lot going on. We'll probably go live next week unless something happens, but I doubt we're going live on the 22nd because I'll be at my mom's. I'm not going to do that there. Oh, here's Smokey came to say hi. He's a good boy. Katrina, his money would be wet. Yeah, gross. Yep, you have a great week too. So I want to thank everybody who came and leave a like on your way out before it's over. That always helps us. I see 4 people have so far, but there are more people in here than that. And Belfry, remember to make a snow sculpture. Well, we'll think about it. But go. Yep. Good night, Hannah, and everybody. You say good night.
All right. Good morning.
Bye-bye. And we'll see you the next time we go live, and there is a video going up tomorrow. So, bye.